Okay, who's next? Marcus?
Okay, so actually I kind of want to involve Damien in this conversation too, because like I read his book and I really like the instinctual like variant subtypes in it and how a person can, for example, be introverted but like appear extroverted in social situations,
I
but it's
totally,
only for a certain amount of time.
right. And what I don't think, Damien, you had read my analysis, the way the types shift, like the sexual has to go into the social world to find a new mate,
Right.
and the self-pres has to spruce up to attract a mate, and the social goes after a self-pres person that can financially ensure their status. But it's just the movement. And so I totally agree with Damien on that. Would you like to say something, Damien, about that? Because he's referencing your book.
I mean, I kind of wonder maybe what the connections would be to where, like with the sexual social, because you talk about, for example, how the sexual instinct, which makes sense to me, would necessarily have to you kind of enter the social arena if they're going to find a mate. They can't just do it sitting at home all day.
Right.
But
Well,
with the sexual social, do that more than the sexual self-pres, perhaps. Or would the sexual self-pres still do that, but be a little more try to draw the other in,
yeah.
I guess, even though they're
Sexual,
still doing it.
yeah, they're trying to lure the person in.
So,
They have an introverted heart type, which would be 4. Or if they're an introverted person, they're really trying to use a fishing lure that's sparkly,
right.
which is why they're the most inclined to accessorize or do something to have a twinkly quality in their personality and their word choices, their dress. You have to look desirable
Right. Right.
one way or another. But
What's your Damien's book? 'Cause I know you've read his book too. So, like, when you look through the pages from like 130, like, I don't know, like all the different types, like subtypes of the instinctual variants, I'm interested in what your subtype for the instinctual
well,
variant.
yeah, I wanted to talk to Damien about that
Okay.
and see what he saw, because it's his creation and he might see things that I don't.
So, Marcus, you're asking about the stack shift, right? Like within sexual
Yes.
self-pres, am I seeing her as like the high self-pres, low self-pres, or middle self-pres? I mean, I
Yes.
would probably, I mean, from what I've seen, I would agree that probably higher self-pres within that range.
Yeah.
That would make sense to me. I
What do
mean,
you mean?
but again, I mean, I've only talked to you a few times, but
All
yeah,
within arm's length. Oh,
right.
you need a stapler. You need a note. You need
Yeah,
this.
I got my water right here.
I
So,
got everything. Yeah. And they're very close. And I found
right.
it. Let me know if you found this. And that's when the stacking pattern came out, which was at the same time as all my research. I just had to keep researching to see the validity of it. But if in this stacking, if someone had the stair step, they were just oscillating through in a kind of easy rhythm. And then it's hard for them to know which is in the lead. But the person with the strong, like one instinct tall and the other two low, they don't see the lower ones. And all we see is the dominant one.
Yeah.
But when two are close, like mine are very close, sexual wins, but they're both high. What's more noteworthy is my social's so low, but I'm
So,
positively identified, so it doesn't upset me.
and I don't want to like monopolize the rest of the time, but just like a quick question. I mean, I know that, we're basically on the same page here, but as far as, how we're going to formulate things, and you're talking about, you have the stack, order of your instincts, and you have like your sexual at the top, and your self-pres is close, and your social is down here at the bottom.
Yeah.
So, would you agree that that would be a stack shift from sexual self-pres to self-pres social?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify that point because I kind of feel like that if you're going because that's how you're bringing in the social into the whole equation.
That's right. I totally,
Right,
that's
so-
what I found. And then I stopped there because it just repeats. You just go through all the permutations again.
Right, right.
You're both mystics in Damien's book, sexual self-pres to as like SPF's hello mystic.
And
Okay, that
we're both leading with a gut type, so we're feeling it on a visceral level too, and that does make a difference.
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
You're both beautiful people. And someone else could ask a question.
Oh, thank you, Marcus.